Good morning. My name is Arulgeevitha. I am Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, past working 7 years experience in Commerce Department. Now I am going to taking the management class. So first we want to know about what is meant by management. The management has an described to an social process involved responsibilities of the economical and effective planning of the registration of the operations of entertainment and fulfillment of our process. So the principles of management is and guidelines to be followed by the every organization. The manager should know all the activities about the management, and they have to know about the operating functions of the management and know about all the post-corp functions of our management. So now we are going to see about what is mean by post-corp functions and in our management process. So therefore the management is a manager that has been used for all small scale business and the large scale business or any institution. They have to follow all these management functions. So next we are going to see about who is the founder of the management. The Henry Fayol and he is the Donald. So these two members are the father of our management. So the management is used by these peoples. So what they have prescribed for that post-corp functions means the P stands for planning, O stands for organizing, and S stands for staffing, and D stands for directing, and CO stands for coordinating, R stands for reporting, and B for decision making. Okay, budgeting. So these are the things that we are using in post-corp functions. Now we are going to see about the functions of management by using this post-corp functions. Okay, the first one is we have seen about the planning process. So that planning process, the planning is the major functions that we are using in the management by all those functions in our management things. Okay, so that functions means it has been circulated by all the departments of our management. So we are using the pre-planned functions and our organization commitments and to coordinate all the functions. Next we are going to see about the process, what are the things that we are using in this. So it is the first one, planning, organizing, directing, coordinating and controlling. So in this we are using the main men, money, machine, material and the method. So in this functions, so mainly we are using in our production part, it is majorly used for these peoples. Okay, so now we are going to see about the planning function. So in this planning function, the planning is the process to means by the systematic things by during the doing the things. The management is described by the process by using all those individual abilities and the capabilities what we are using in our functions. Okay, so next one we are seeing about their goals and achievements also we have to see in our planning process. Okay, so next one, organizing. Organizing means we have to organize the department in a proper manner. So for that we have to organize all those functions in a proper way. So for that it concerns the marshalling the human and the resources of the accomplishing of the company the purpose. So the organizing, the picture shows the statement how we have to achieve the goals in that process. So for that the organizing is used in this functions. Okay, next one we are using the staffing. So in this staffing, so we are mainly we have used to control the things, whatever the things we have to do in our business. Okay, so in our business we are making the effort and we have to control all the things what we have to do for that, and what are all the things that we have to done in a proper manner, and we have to stabilize in our management. So for that we have to control, and the staffing process should be doing for our business. So for this we have to make a responsibilities and the controllable process, that and all we have to maintain in our higher authorities, and we have to take a decisions in a prior manner. Okay. So for this we are using. Next we have to directing. So in this directing we have to direct what we have to make the process in a successful manner. So in this directing process we have to give a suggestions to the people what you have to do, what we have to do in a management in a prior manner by taking the decisions in the planning process. So it is related by the planning, organizing. First we have to plan, and we have to organize, and we have to direct the process in a right manner in the directing part. So we have to give an suggestions to the employer to the employee. So we have to do all those things in a right manner for directing the process. And at last that we have to control. So we have given already all the things to the management people, to the employment. So they will give they have to control all the organization efforts, and it should be direct in a accomplishment of their stated goals. So at last we have to achieve our goals. So for that purpose we are using all those things in a proper manner. So for this we have a make a leadership process, and the supervisor process, and then the employment process also. So for all those things we have to make a controlling system, and we have to get an proper ideas, and we have to achieve the goals in that setting in a controlling, and we have to accomplish that proper manner in the management. So next that we have to plan that. Next one is an postcard, means next reporting. After all these process we have completing, and we have to report it to the higher authority of that management. So for example, if we are an employee, so we have to report to the department head or the managers or any supervisors according to that hierarchy. So we have to report to them, then they will report to the management head or CEO or COO, or if somebody who is appointed as a chief operating officer. So we have to give a report what and all the things we are planned. So we have to make a decision rules, and we are following all those things in the management. Then we are giving that process in a proper manner, and we are giving the report to the management. So the reporting also we have to collect by the time to time management, and we can get an consolidated report, and we have to submit that report to the management. Then only we have finding the report what we have take the decision process, and we have to attaining the goals or not. So for that we are using the checking process in this time being period. Then we can get an solutions for our stated goals. So these are the process that we are doing in the reporting manner. Next, budgeting. For all these process we have to plan a budget. So in this budget we have to prepare the step by step we have to plan the budget to implement the process in a proper manner for the management. And we have used a budgeting format by using all the management, but the practically these functions has to be enveloped by the nature of the management, and it should be highly impressible, and each functions to be blended with the other, each effects of the departmental efforts to be taken in that budgeting manner. So we have to take a right budget, and we have to implement at the time of budgeting time. We have to make a proper manner, and we have to submit all the budget reports of the every plan, and we have to achieve their goals. So these are the plans, what are all the functions. So these are the major functions that we are using in the functions of management. So in these functions we have to follow by planning, organizing and staffing, directing, controlling and reporting and budgeting. So these are the major functions that we are following in our management. So these are the things that it is the one of the head what we have following means Henry Foyle method we are following. So these are the functions of management that we have studied the past class. Okay.